The quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set, and it's Thompson in at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Three-pointer, Lillard. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the sixth best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
And there's the pass to Plumlee. To the inside.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. And as you said with the Blazers, they were the only team to win 50 games and still lose more than they won on the road. Last team to do that was the 2013 Denver Nuggets.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Smith, the pass to Mozgov. It's deflected. Leaps for it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Mozgov.
And we saw a similar first-round exit for the Blazers of that 2013 Nuggets team. If the Blazers want to go deeper this season, they'll need to be much tougher on the road.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Portland also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Allen Crabbe in for Lillard.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack. And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
For the Trailblazers, Leonard comes in for Vonleh. And it's Henderson for Al-Farouq Aminu. McCollum dishes to Crabbe. Davis sets a screen. Henderson kicks to Davis. It's hauled in by Frye. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Shumpert, no good. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Pushing it up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Trailblazers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Crabbe, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Davis, the pass to Henderson. Portland again missing. The finish. And finished off by LeBron.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Lillard dishes to Davis. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Irving for 3. No good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we... And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Lillard. On the floor for Portland. They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Plumlee in the center, locking down the middle.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole a game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Henderson. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. J.R. Smith picks one up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Irving kicks to Love. The shot is off, and it's Portland the other way. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. That ties it up. And it's 13 points here for Harkless.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that one's good.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. Commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Trailblazers trail by 6. They double him with Irving. Inside. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
James checked in for Irving. To the paint. Harkless with the steal. One-on-one here. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Plumlee. 12 points for C.J. McCollum.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Here's Lillard. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Feeds it to Dellavedova. Trying to get open is Thompson. And that's good. Matthew Dellavedova for 3.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report? Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Aminu. Here's Lillard. Can't hit. Good D by Thompson.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Trailblazers trailed by 11. Three-pointer, Lillard. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Well, I like it, guys. I mean, better execution defensively here in the second half. You can tell they've made some adjustments.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Harkless. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
The shot's good from Smith.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And that one's good. James has got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Puts up a 3. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And